There is a real place called hell. Be careful. Everybody and everything that enters there never comes out. And that one thing alone that is characteristic of everybody that enters hell, that is in hell, one thing that is characteristic of them is this, that when they reach there, they now believe Jesus very well. They now believe that he saves. That one thing that is characteristic of everybody that in the real place is in the real place called hell is that they now understand the value of holiness. That the one thing that characterizes them all when they enter hell is that they are saying that, please, if you gave me a second chance, I would listen to your prophets. I would not joke again. Because in that scripture, Jesus literally hands everybody into the hands of his prophets. He says, no, the prophets are down there. Let them believe the prophets. If they can't believe the prophets, they're not heaven's material. They've already called God down there. And they have called rain down there. And cripples have walked. If they can't believe that, then no, they're not for this place. Hey, where? One thing about those that are in hell is that when you enter hell, then perpetuamente, continuamente, constantly, throughout, you hear only one sound. A cripple has walked. A cripple for eternity. And you say, whoa, now I understand the treasure that was hidden in that celebration. Wait. They hear a cripple has walked. Jesus, cripple has walked. Mighty. They're hearing that. They're saying, whoa. So those miracles were supposed to be for saving my heart. And yet when you see them celebrating now, in Swahili they say, unaweza kapuzilia, right? You can easily ignore. They reach there. Now finally they believe that Jesus saves. Saving from hell. Hell. One thing about people in hell that characterizes them all is that when they reach there, they say, Lord, please send somebody to tell my people not to joke around, not to end up here. The message of the rapture of the church that dies before the rapture. Those that die before the day of rapture. It's a tremendous message. Un message muy, muy tremendo. He's saying that the reason the Lord shows me all this and sends me to you in Italy, in Sweden, in Finland, in Kenya, Nigeria, Namibia, South Africa, everywhere, Uganda, New Zealand, Australia, everywhere, China, is because the Lord knows very well that when I will tell you this, you will now take your salvation much more seriously from today on. I'm talking about before you preach to the church personally, you will now fear God and start walking straight and start cleaning up your life